It's MORAA, the truth teller. MORAA, the one and only truth teller.
Hello guys, I hope that you're all doing well. Now, today is the last day of March. Guys, can you imagine? The year is flying by so quick. Anyways, guys, the streets have been full of tension, full of a little panic here and there. You know, people are running helter-skelter for various reasons, or maybe for obvious reasons. And, yesterday I saw a live stream by the Travel Commando, which I think is the saddest, live stream I have ever seen from him. And guys, to be very honest, I understand him 100%. I feel him 1,000,000%. I just feel like he has been resilient. He has been persevering. He has tried to carry on. He has tried to hang in there. He has tried, to ignore. He has tried to maybe like send some warnings. He has tried everything. So I feel him 100%. And guys, the funny thing is that while he was live, I was uploading my video. I did not know he was live. And so I think my video uploaded immediately after his live ended. So by the time I'm watching his live, I'm actually feeling like he is saying, some of the things that I said in my video, which is, please leave us alone. So if you have watched my previous video, that is exactly what I was saying. But I understand, from where he's coming from. He feels like he wants to be alone, like everybody else should just back off. And I totally feel you. I am Marwa, and I am going to respect, how you feel, because I need to give you that time. You need to heal. You need to reflect. You need to just collect your thoughts, because this whole thing that's been going on, I believe that, it's been hard. Guys, I've been saying that all along. This person is the most patient person I've ever seen, the most persevering. I just think he's got the biggest heart ever, And so I feel like, personally, I have to respect what he said, because guys, when it comes to mental health issues, when somebody gets to that point and they're telling you I just want to be left alone, please just give me peace. I think I should do exactly that. However, I heard some naysayer, Mary TV. I heard some naysayer talking about, now they are leaving the streets, now blah, blah, blah. Who is leaving the streets? We are all here to stay. I mean, the YouTube streets are for all of us, guys. Even if I'm to change my niche, for instance, I'm still going to be on YouTube, So I ain't leaving the YouTube streets, for nobody. Yeah. So this naysayer better know that there are many ways you can do reaction, Even if I do not react on Marwa, or I do not react on anything around iammarwa, I can still react on other things, I have been on these streets long enough to know that, reaction can be carried in so many ways. And guys, at this point, I just want to say thank you, iammarwa, because I have been using your name for like a year right now, maybe a year and a month. 1 year, 1 month. And I have been cashing out from YouTube, I think for the last, 10 months? Or 11 months, I guess. And, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And, may you be blessed. And may God Almighty fight your battle. Because I know that that you have always meant well. You have no bad blood with anyone. You are not perfect. Neither is anybody else on this earth. So people want to hold you in very high standards of which they themselves cannot uphold. So just know that there are people out here, majority, who appreciate you, who love you, who stand by you, who will pray for you. And above all, I just pray that God himself intervenes in your battles. Because to be very honest, guys, iammarwa just has been doing his thing, carrying his camera, like one naysayer was saying. She can't let her child do some work of carrying cameras. iammarwa, all he has been doing is to carry his camera, go around the world, showcase different places, try to entertain people while also educating us on how we should do things when we travel out there, giving us guide, a guide on how to travel light, travel, maybe cheaper, what to expect. Just give us all these things. That is all he was doing. But some people started to poke him, just provoking him. They continued to abuse him. They continued to throw insults. They extended them to the family. And now, iammarwa is not supposed to retaliate. I am going to leave it at that. Like I said, guys, let us leave this thing to God, because God is the one who knows. If Marwa is the one with the problem, if he is the one with the mistake, then God knows. If it's somebody else, God also knows. And at the end of the day, justice is going to be served. That I know for a fact. I am not afraid about that. Because that is how God rolls, Like I normally say, we are all children of God, And he is a fair and a just God. So at the end of the day, Dimwango, iammarwa, I will respect your wishes, I wish you and your family the very, very best. And I know that you are going to come out triumphant, because you all were just doing what you do best. You are following your passion. You are making your money in the right way, legal way, working hard, eating your own sweat. So at the end of the day, you have nothing to worry about. No matter how it looks like, no matter how it seems, just know that, God is in control.
You're watching It's MORAA, the one and only truth teller.
So guys, this season has actually shown us a lot of things. I have just watched Pebbles Hall trying to teach us about, this copyright thing. To be very honest, she finished by saying, I hope you're all not confused. I said, oh my God, I am totally confused at this point. Oh my God. People thought, and I must give credit to the Real Things podcast on this one, because we have been, arguing in a nice way, about this copyright strike thing, and most of the things she was saying are actually coming to light, Apparently, the only way to be safe, according to me right now, is not to use anybody's clip. Not even anybody's voice. I just heard, on Pebbles Hall, video, in her analysis, in her research, even using the voice alone can actually get you a strike. Oh my God. Guys, I just feel like, This whole thing has brought, madness on the streets. But then again, it has been a learning moment for every content creator, for every reactor. Who would have thought that fair use is actually not that fair after all? It is actually scary. The best thing is that just talk. Like the way I'm doing. Do not use anybody's clip. All these shenanigans that we're doing, trying to, I don't know, gosh, guys, it is bad. So I had this naysayer talking about, she escaped a lot of adversity. She has passed through a lot. And, for her to be where she is at the moment, it's a great thing. And it's because she has a purpose in life. Guys, who does not have a purpose in this life? As long as you're breathing, you have a purpose in life. God is not done with you yet. That is why you're here. So this person coming out to chest thump and tell people that, oh, she is the one who has a purpose in life, I think she is mistaken. Every single one of us has a purpose in life. And as soon as you find out what your purpose is, your life starts becoming meaningful. And talking about, you have gone through a lot, you have passed through the fire, you have, overcome this and that. Many of us have overcome stuff that if we are here to tell people, they're going to be shocked. And we are still here. My point is, this thing of one person trying to think that they are the ones who, are God's favorite. They are the one who God loves the most. They are the ones with a purpose in life. They are the ones who overcame this and that is not true. All of us are children of God. All of us have overcome what we have overcome, and all of us have purpose in life. Oh, yes. And what amuses me or what baffles me about this particular naysayer is that when she comes out, to even sing songs of Jesus' power, super power, other people's power, powerless power. Guys, and yet, all the while, she does not practice what this Jesus says. Because this particular Jesus says that you should do unto others as you would want to be done to you. But this particular naysayer always is out here on the streets insulting people, putting them down, rubbishing their names, doing all these things. She has given every single person a nickname. In fact, I had another naysayer, talking about, oh, why are people calling this particular naysayer, a funny name? That's not her name. And I was like, oh my gosh, this particular naysayer, who this other naysayer is talking about, guys, this is going to be hard. Is the one who is normally insulting people and calling people names, giving each and everyone a name on the streets, And this other naysayer expects people not to call her, by a name that is not hers, call her out of her name. It's not going to work, guys. It has to go hand in hand, So, what I'm trying to say is that, you cannot come out here singing about Jesus' power, powerful power, super power. And yet, you do not do what that Jesus, says that you should do. You should practice what you preach. You cannot be preaching water and drinking wine. It doesn't work like that. And guys, I have seen another naysayer who's a fisherman or a fishmonger, who is running helter-skelter, talking about, oh, there are people following him with handcuffs, with guns. This guy, is he daydreaming? Is he hallucinating? Somebody check on this guy, like seriously. He did a live stream talking about he doesn't know what to do. How long will it be, that he'll be running around, people chasing him left, right, and center. And I'm thinking, guys, if people are after you, where do you go? You go to report to the authorities. This particular fishmonger came all the way to Nairobi, and I thought that maybe he is coming to seek help, to maybe hire offices, because they keep saying that, the authorities down there in the village, these people are compromised. So it is funny how the guy came all the way to where even the headquarters are, and he did not, lay his case. He did not go to report. He should not be running. If he is a genuine person, why is he running? Simple as that. This guy, clearly there is something wrong. But guys, there is something I noticed on that particular live stream. People were actually telling him, you know what, we are tired of yap and no action. You cannot be coming out here to always tell us the same thing over and over again. And that's exactly the same thing I've been saying, guys. If this guy is indeed being sought by the cops and he is tired of running, the best thing he can do is to surrender himself, or he should keep running. Guys, because this is insane. So, I wonder, you have a solution, but you keep coming to your same audience to tell them the same thing over and over again. So I wonder what you want your audience to do. Because your audience are not where you should report to. You can go report and then come and tell your audience that I have reported A, B, C, D, and this particular action is being taken. And then, guys, what amused me even more is when somebody said to him that, you should get a lawyer. And he was like, oh, we cannot get a lawyer because if I get a lawyer, the lawyer is going to ask me questions. And the only thing I can tell the lawyer is that, these kind of people, they have been lured. They are luring people with money. And, in this country, Kenya, it is all about money, money, money. Guys, this YouTube streets, YouTube 𝐿𝐔𝐾𝐒. Oh my God. So guys, I just wanted to do a short video for today, just to close the month of March and just to wish each and every one of you well, and in advance wish you a happy new month. And also to let you know that, moving forward, I'm going to be, diversifying a little bit, doing, different kinds of content, variety. I'm going to mix them, gather them, And so I know that you all are going to be here to support. You have been there for me since day one. And I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And, I also have another channel that I post, I post scarcely, but I think I'm going to up my game also on that other channel. I'm going to leave a link in the description. I normally do that on each of my videos. And, many of you have subscribed already. And I know that it is going to be well. And, something else I should say to, MORAA and Team MORAA also. I would just want to also thank you for helping me gain experience, because guys, experience is the best thing. It cannot be equated to any amount of money, at all. I have gained a lot of experience. When I came to the streets, I barely knew front from back. I have learned a lot of stuff, editing videos, and of course we are learning every day. Like I said earlier, even this thing of fair use, we are still learning on it. So guys, if you're here and you have not liked this video, please give this video a big and massive thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button, and also remember to turn on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a video, you get to be the first to be notified. Also, let me know what you think about this video. Give me ideas, guys. Talk to me in the comments section. Which way should I go? Should I diversify to which topics? What should I bring on board? Guys, let me know in the comments section. And of course, I'm going to read them, evaluate them, see what I can do, see what I cannot do. I'm going to sieve everything, and I'm going to give you guys what I can give you best. So let us meet in the next video. I love you all. Bye bye.